Welcome to Herbal Marie, a podcast about ways to feel better and be well. We are journeying along with the Herbal Tarot, and we are talking about the tarot card Eight of Wands today. And the featured herb that we are going to get to know better is sassafras. Yeah. All right. So, as we journey along through the suit of wands, we are finding out that a lot of the wands is about expressing your passion, and the Eight of Wands is going to be right up your alley if you need to get moving on projects. Like, let's just say, for example, you've sat on a project for years and stretched it out forever. And then now it's just like, okay, listen, Sadie, Herbal Marie, you need to finish this herbal tarot journey like ASAP. Okay. Because not finishing it won't feel very good. So, this is what I learned on my research with the Eight of Wands, which, by the way, on the herbal tarot card, there's a sassafras tree. And then, like in the forefront, you see the leaves, like several different types of leaves. And there are eight wands, kind of like going towards the tree, slightly aggressive. And that's that. It's in front of a lake, in front of a mountain. So, in my research for the Eight of Wands, this card does represent you expressing your ideas with passion, like the stuff that lights you up. Express it with passion. This card represents swiftness and communication. Maybe you've got multiple projects and now they're coming to completion. This card could be about proposals, but it's definitely about quick thinking and maybe even sharing some news. So when you get it in your readings upright, traditionally it has the message for you to speak up. Clear your throat, speak up, express yourself, and complete your projects, especially if you've got multiple projects. Like, okay, now let's go. Be very direct and follow through. Get to work. Get to work on getting things done. So trust your instincts, express yourself, get to work, be direct, speak up. That's all the yes, yes, yes upright. Now, if you get the Eight of Wands reversed, it could be because things are just not happening. There's a lack of closure. Maybe you got some feelings that are up in the air, or maybe you're jealous, or maybe someone else is up in the air, someone else is jealous. But there's a call here, if it's reversed, to stop stalling and begin your launch, begin your project. Like, just come on now, like, do something. So it could also represent reversed, maybe someone else is stalling. And now is the time that you need to speak up, even if you ruffle some feathers. You need to maybe get to work on that. Yeah, because if not, things just aren't moving. So that's the Eight of Wands in my research. Now, in The Spirit of Herbs by Michael Tierra and Candace Canton, this awesome guidebook that you can get with the deck, on page 146, we've got the Eight of Wands, sassafras. Sassafras albidum. Mercury in Sagittarius is what we're working with here, and eight staves fly swiftly toward an undefined target. This card represents the need for focused, swift, and efficient action to deal with the problems at hand. So, goal in sight. We are presented with a variety of diversions and problems, perhaps a test of our resolve to continue the quest. Way to show up. We are journeying on. So, the absence of a human figure on the card suggests that at such times of crisis, we may temporarily lose our sense of self in the various problems and concerns with which we are dealing. It may be time for quick action and clarity and communication. Be willing to express your ideas and to break through the blockages that present themselves to you. Work at establishing a greater communication between the higher sublime self and the beings and angels that guide you, for you may find greater clarity as to what is to be done next. Ooh, I like this twist that the Herbal Tarot puts on it. Yeah, so let's tap into those higher sublime selves, and so that we'll know what we need to know when we need to know it, and our guidance can come through. So sassafras, let's learn more about that together. I thought one time that I found a sassafras tree, but then I don't really know what I found. So, anyways, sassafras opens up the 5th chakra. That's the throat chakra. This is the spiritual properties, and it allows easier communication of ideas. It enhances the connection you have with angelic beings that watch over you. Sassafras affords you greater psychic protection against the negative effects of external harassment and attack. It will ward off or lessen the blows of conflicting forces. So that's pretty cool. So usually people want to like get it and make a tea, but let's find out here. All right. The medicinal properties. Sassafras is useful both as a circulatory stimulant and as a detoxifying blood purifier. It has warming energy and is useful to induce perspiration for the early treatment of colds, flu, and coughs. It is also an effective cleansing herb for urinary problems. All these properties combine to make it one of the most effective blood purifiers for treatment of acne, as well as many other skin disorders. Okay, it goes on to say, one of the ingredients of sassafras, called saffrole, has been found to have carcinogenic tendencies. So saffrole is naturally found in a variety of other common herbs such as basil. For this reason, sassafras has been banned by the United States Food and Drug Administration as a natural flavoring agent in commercial root beer. It seems, however, that the saffrole in sassafras, while being capable of extraction in alcohol, does not extract in water, making it safe for use in herb tea. Okay, so disclaim, always do your own research. It is true, many plants are trying to kill you, but maybe not this one. All right, so to make a tea, right, we'll get to that with the dose and preparation. Now, I do love that the spirit of herbs and the Herbal Tarot is big on talisman. It's big on just tapping into the energy of the plant, the wisdom of the herb. The herbal essence may be used as needed, and the talisman may be worn to bring about spiritual results. Remember all that spiritual stuff, opening the 5th chakra, allowing easier communication, greater psychic protection. Remember all that? Just wear it or sit with this card, call on the spirit of the herb. It may be a good idea to meditate while taking the herb and gently ask for guidance that you seek. Keep yourself open for whatever communication is given to you and write it down. This may help you to establish the communication needed between the sublime self and the outer manifested self. The goals will be clearer and the direction more defined. Medicinally, sassafras has been and continues to be regarded as a common, healthful folk beverage and food spice by mountain folk of the Appalachian and Ozark ranges. Further, the areas where it has been traditionally consumed have noticeably low rates of cancer. We're just going to throw that in there. Sassafras tea is made by steeping a teaspoon to a tablespoon of the root bark in a cup of boiling water, covered for 10 to 20 minutes. 1 cup may be taken 3 times daily. All right, so the herbal allies, if you don't have access to sassafras or you're not quite comfortable with it, or the herbal allies would be cinnamon twigs and branches. The key words for this card for the Eight of Wands is lots of ideas coming in at once. Like you're just getting downloads. The ideas are divinely timed and they are just showing up. Ideas coming in all at once. Communication needed. Rapid developments. New ideas about philosophy on life and making fast decisions. So this is a great card to get to know and use in your tarot readings. The affirmation with this card is I respond to challenges with decisive clarity and vigor. So let's tap into that Eight of Wands energy. Take a big, deep breath in. Let it out. I respond to challenges with decisive clarity and vigor. I respond to challenges with decisive clarity and vigor. That feels pretty good. I respond to challenges with decisive clarity and vigor. And so it is.